Hello there, all my fellow patriots. My name is Angela Box, and welcome back to The Box That Rocks, where I say what you're thinking. Now, before we begin, gotta get my Diet Coke on, mind the lip gloss, and I'm drinking out of a straw because I live to piss off the left. All right, so this week in my article on angelasoapbox.com and also on redpillpundit.com, I talk about how the Republican Party, for my entire lifetime, have basically acted like they all have battered women syndrome. Now, for those of us old enough to remember the iconic movie The Burning Bed, Farrah Fawcett, in like her big comeback role, played an abused woman who had had years and years of abuse and finally just snapped one day and basically set her house on fire with her husband in the bed, hence the title of the show, The Burning Bed. Now, for years and years, the Republicans have basically been Farrah Fawcett, walking around, please, don't, just whatever you want, I'll do it, just don't hurt me anymore. That's been the Republican Party. Donald Trump has now come along and shown them how to do it. Donald Trump has taken that match, and lit it on fire. And let's watch it burn, baby, because it's getting ready to get really interesting. Now, what I find fascinating is that the media, who for 3.5 years, and counting, have tried to destroy Donald Trump. Now that Trump is trying to get to the bottom of how this Russia hoax all started in the first place, spoiler alert, it was with Barack Obama. Spoiler, they seem to want to have nothing to do with that. You would think that if they had been fooled and hoodwinked and lied to for 3.5 years, well, they would want to get to the bottom of just exactly how that happened. But no, what they do to people who are trying to get to the bottom of this, AKA Trump, A.G. Barr, John Durham, and anybody else, Huber over in Utah that's trying to get to the bottom of these things, they call us conspiracy theorists. Not their conspiracy that they peddled for 3 years that Trump was a Russian agent and a traitor to his country. No. The real conspiracy is trying to get to the bottom of what the deep state was doing to President Trump. You see how that works? They're also not asking Joe Biden any questions because they say that's a conspiracy theory. But here's some facts for the media. Joe Biden was made the point person for Obama's White House in Ukraine. Joe Biden goes over there, and a couple weeks after he goes over there and promises some American aid and promises to fight for democracy for the Ukrainian people, guess what happens? His son, Hunter, gets on the payroll of Burisma Holdings to the tune of about $87,000 a month. Some are saying it's more than that. Burisma Holdings was a group that was actually started to be looked at by the Ukrainian government, saying, there's something a little fishy here. So what did Joe Biden do? With the approval of Barack Obama. Wait, I have to say this. Approval of the first black president, Barack Obama. With the approval of Barack Obama, goes over there and says, hey, listen, if you don't stop investigating Burisma, we're going to withhold American money from you. This was on tape. This has been verified. It's also been verified by John Solomon and Rudy Giuliani in many sworn affidavits. But the media is just, they don't care. They're stomping their feet. They're screaming, conspiracy theory! Conspiracy theory! They're screaming at the sky. Like the more they scream, the less it will be true. And we saw with Chuck Todd last week trying to take down Senator Johnson, who is hardly a firebrand. But Senator Johnson was like, hey, listen, you guys are part of the problem. You guys have started this whole thing. You've covered up. You've aided and abetted the deep state players who were trying to take out President Trump. This is not a falsehood. This happened. And as we continue to watch this unravel, the left goes more and more crazy. So every time that they scream conspiracy theory and that we're all crazy, you know that we're getting closer. And President Trump has shown all Republicans the way. Because now we've got not just Trump, but we've got a group of really great people, Jim Jordan, Mark Meadows, Matt Gaetz, even Kevin McCarthy, of all people, who's now stepped up. Lee Zeldin came out of, left field, but this guy's great. We have all kinds of patriots now who are surrogates for the president, who are getting out the truth, in addition to Rudy Giuliani, who's now all of a sudden a complete conspiracy theorist nut, even though he was respected his entire career. Now he's just a nutball. They're going to get to the bottom of this. Now, whether or not anyone goes to jail or not remains to be seen. Oh, please, let there be a one-tiered justice system. Oh, please, let there be some people start to go down for what they have done, for what you or I would already be in prison for doing. Please, God, please. Remains to be seen. I have my doubts, but at the end of the day, patriots, we must continue to band together. We must stand strong. We must speak the truth to anyone who will hear it and anyone who will listen. And we are going to take these deep state players down one by one, person by person. And we could thank God that Donald Trump is the one who has been beaten, abused, spat on, and he's the one with the match going, no more. Burn, baby, burn. So I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. And I forgot to tell you, please hit the notification and subscribe and pass this video on to your friends. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.